But when they do see me, should be in more. There we go. Just trying to get like a good silhouette on my horns. So does the video also get recorded and go on Twitch, and people could go back and watch it?
Yeah, it stays on Twitch for like 2 weeks or something like that, but then it's also on YouTube forever.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then I download the audio from YouTube, throw that into the Spotify thing, and then it becomes episode 2, or in this case, 3.
Yay!
So,
we're already on episode 3. Are we just doing like 6 episodes for season 1?
I don't know. I was thinking like 12 or whatever, because I kind of thought we were going to do it like once a month at first.
Yeah, we could do that.
And then I forgot. But yeah, it doesn't matter. We can literally just decide whenever we want to decide when the championship has to end. Then that will be the end of that season. Then we'll start the next one again, whatever. And we'll do like the other podcasts, like Comedy Bang Bang and Freedom, which are basically the same podcast. And then they're just like, hey, it's a special thing or whatever. Like, we're gonna play some of your favorite podcast hits right here, and then we talk about it. And we just play old ones for a bit, and then we come back for the next season. But
yeah, we could do like highlights. Hey, remember talking about that thing?
Good times. Well, that's all that's what Jake and Amir are now, is just shows where they have people pay to see their Patreon, where they're just watching old Jake and Amirs and talking about them.
What?
It's like, wow, I was like, that's genius.
Damn.
We should definitely do some shows that are just about us just watching our old stuff. And Amanda is in the audience. God. Hey, Amanda. Woo! So I'm gonna throw in the thing. We'll do normal. So main screen is on. Now we're on screen. Hello, my name is Curtis.
And I'm Tara.
And this is the part before we start with the banter. I'm gonna slightly adjust my camera though. There we go. Now we're both in kind of the same place. Then. No, don't. I was adjusting it so we're both in the same eye line.
Okay.
Every week of our recording life, every time I do something or say something or Tara does the opposite, should I do this? No, I just fixed it the other way. Well, I've just done the opposite. Just like I said, I called it the first episode. We start where I say a thing, and then Tara's like, not the opposite and upside down. And I was like,
yes, and
upside down. Oh my God.
Like, but, no, but.
No, but.
All right.
This
could be the special Halloween episode.
Well, it has to be, because Halloween's like tomorrow, pretty much.
Yeah.
So you're in your costume, and I did throw together a very quick placeholder intro. It is not half as good or a quarter as good as the one will be, but I don't know, maybe I'll make it worse. I'm going to play the intro, and then we'll start the real show. Yeah. And then back to us, and that was the intro. Hello, Laser Sharks and Amanda. I turned Amanda's costume idea that I gave her into a comic strip on last night's MrCurtoons live stream, and nice. It's great because I am great.
She's gonna be Milo.
Oh no! I just said she was going to her friend's house, and she said like I'm gonna dress up as a witch, and she was saying pictures of her hair tinting and makeup and outfit and all that stuff. And
looked awesome.
Oh my God, yeah! It was just like, that's super hot witch. Have fun at your sexy party for sexy Halloweens, and but yeah, before she was even getting, or maybe I guess while she was getting ready, I was like, ooh, here's some costume ideas you didn't ask for. I keep looking down at this screen because you're here as well as up here, so I have to remember to ignore this screen. But well, I'm not sure. I can't remember the order, but one was just put a bunch of meat in your pockets and say you're a meat tray, which no one will get because that's just That is just a thing that Amanda and myself have. Hey, small children, mash and potatoes, Tatum and Nash. I can't say Nash and Tatum. It just won't come out. I have to do it the other way around. Hey guys, and Laser Sharks is a sexy Mothman, and yeah. So it's just like, whatever. The song is old as time. 1,000 Christmases ago. Amanda was super upset, just swearing up and down that this horrible lady ate the meat tray that her dad had got for her. I'm going to say for the whole family, but the tray of meats, deli meats and whatnot, that we always
meat trays are for specific people, though.
I mean, realistically, we all know within the family.
When you buy a meat tray, you're like, you know who's going to eat it.
Exactly, yeah. We know you're the turkey person,
the
you're the salami slut, and you're the whatever. So we've been extrapolating on this meat tray thing for literally years. I don't even want to think about how many years ago it started, but like even last Christmas and just a few months ago, we added a whole other separate level of meat traying. So it was like, just go and tell people you're a meat tray. Not a good one. And then the other one was, Amanda swears in front of the kids. But the other one was, it's like, go to the party, specifically borrow your friend's clothes. I was imagining she was going to Jillian's house. I don't know where she was going. But specifically borrow their clothes, whoever it is, put them on, and then be like, hey guys, I'm a dumb bitch. And hopefully, like Amanda's friends are, it's Cape Breton style. That's all we do is tear each other down.
With the name tag?
No, not with the name tag.
You just tell people.
So just tell people, just like, are you wearing, are you wearing Susan's clothes? Like, I am. And because my costume is, I'm the worst person in the world. Like, what? Good laugh. And of course, she wouldn't do that. I'm not actually suggesting she do these things. A little bit. And then the other one was because she's, just like you're all about, hey, I'm watching my murder tonight. Gotta watch my murder shows. Yep, that's what everyone's doing. That's what Laser Sharks does all the time. Everybody's into their murder shows and has their favorite serial killers or whatever. It's just like, like Ed Gein, how he was. No, I don't know. That name is stuck in my head now, but I don't know all the specifics about all the serial killers. Because I don't religiously watch these shows. I can tell you so much weird stuff about British Parliament now because I'm watching so many Mock the Week where it's like the Colbert Report basically for Europe or whatever, for England. But it's a panel show where it's like questions, kind of basically the same as Would I Lie to You. They have 1,000 of those shows. But it's funny, but I don't know anything. It's just funny. So anyway,
what's not funny? Getting murdered. That's why you got to watch murder shows so you know if you're about to get murdered.
That's true, but I already live in a bubble that's filled with the thought you're about to get murdered. So my spider sense is always just clicked on to the highest level. Anything's going on, I'm well aware, and I'm ready to tuck and roll. I'm ready to dive into a bush. I'm ready to hide into the shadows. But yeah, the other idea was just wear a name tag that says Amanda, your own name, and when people ask, just say, oh, I'm going out as my favorite serial killer. And then, maybe threaten some people, maybe bring a knife. I don't know, maybe just keep grabbing...
stabby. Yeah, I like that. But it's a knife, I suppose, for fun.
Well, I mean...
Or if you don't like someone, stabby.
No, again, we used to end just about every podcast for 1,000 years with my motto, which is don't stab anybody.
Oh, don't stab anybody. Don't not stab anybody. It's a double negative.
No, don't add the nobody said the not part. Just don't. All right, Borat, calm down. Oh my God.
Stabbing stuff, I don't know. It usually gets the job done. Whatever it is you need done, if you stab it, problem solved.
Ding dong. Trick or treat.
Oh, God, those trick-or-treaters.
We know you're in there, lady. I can see your antlers in the window. You got to give us something good to eat.
All right, I'm opening the door, but you better be vaxxed and wearing masks.
I mean, well, the mask part done. If you want proof, I mean, it's always on my phone.
All right, so trick or treat. You want some treats, I guess.
I mean, I want some treats unless you want to get tricked. Like, this is a very simple, quid pro quo, quid pro quo we've got going on here. Simple set of rules of engagement,
How old
if you will.
are you, kid? Quid pro quo.
What? Listen, I'm dressed up as Alex P. Keaton from the classic 80s sitcom, Not Growing Pains, but you know what it's called, The Family Ties. But
yes.
My parents, they watch it all the time. The internet has all the shows. I've grown up on everything. And yeah, I'm only 9 years old, but I'm a worldly 9 years old, and I talk very eloquently, and my teachers think it's both wonderful and exuberant for the whole class to embiggen themselves with my wordiness, and other teachers, they clearly hate me because I'm smarter than them. And that's just my gift and my curse. But either way, maybe
fair enough.
Yeah, maybe you're not into giving out candy.
I feel like this interaction has gone on a lot longer than I had hoped for.
Oh, you'd be surprised. This is only my third house, and I've been out for an hour and a half.
Oh my God. Okay, I've got something. I guess I'll find something.
First of all, I would like to show you my proof of vaccination, and in turn, all right, turnabout is fair game, or fair play, something like that. I'm not good at remembering all the sayings, lady. I'm just 9. But could I also see your proof of vaccination before you go throwing fistfuls of possibly contaminated candy into my little sack here?
Yes, just a second. I've got to find it on my phone.
Thank you.
I
appreciate this.
Okay.
Let me just adjust my little Alex P. Keaton tie here.
Where's yours?
Where's my what? Oh,
Your
here you go. Sorry, it's on my phone. There you go.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Everything's cool.
All right. So, yeah, everything's cool so far.
Mm-hmm.
What are you even dressed as? You got a lot going on there.
I'm a little Republican. I mean, come on. Have you seen? I'm walking around.
You already said Michael Keaton. Okay.
Like the button. I got a little button here that says like Nixon rules.
Okay.
I'm adorable.
Very weird.
I mean, yeah, it's weird, but again.
So what do 9-year-olds like to eat? I've got you want some guacamole? You want some chips and guacamole? You got a little bag there?
Once again, I think you'd be very surprised. I would very much enjoy chips and guacamole, and as a good little, well-prepared businessman, I do have not only this bag to carry treats, but I've brought some little sandwich bags that are resealable. So, yeah, we can jam those full of guacamole and then a second one for some chips. I'm prepared for everything, because some people you find they're not actually prepared for Halloween, even though it's on the calendar. Everybody should be well aware that Halloween is on the way and have something ready for, adorable little boys like me who have put a lot of time into reconstructing a suit from the 80s. Like this, I made this. I didn't just buy a suit.
You made it?
Yeah.
Like on a sewing machine?
Yeah. I've spent hours on YouTube, days on YouTube, learning things. Just between learning about fiscal responsibility and trickle-down theories and how that may or may not work, and just tax exemptions. I can't wait when I'm older to be eligible for some tax exemptions.
Tax exemptions are really rad. That is a fact.
Well, that's great. I mean, I wanted to ask an adult, and honestly, most adults, they don't give me the time of day when I ask about those things.
Well, and that was really my first go-to, was just to not give you the time of day. But like, you're kind of hitting some hardcore things that I like here. Tax evasion, dressing up as Michael P. Keaton, the fact that you're accepting guacamole, like that's just weird.
I mean, Michael J. Fox is both an American and a Canadian treasure. He's crossing borders and breaking hearts left, right, and center. So to embody that,
that's weird. That's what I always say.
Just my honor to do it and
crossing borders and breaking hearts.
And I can see that you're relating to this, and I'm having a great time. So here's what I'm thinking. I really am.
I think this is weird though. You probably should not be at my house for this long.
I mean, but what if I was here longer though? What if I moved in?
No. Okay, listen, kid.
What?
I'm gonna give you your guacamole, and then I'm gonna give you 2 pieces of advice.
Ooh. But the chip stuff?
Don't have kids and turn your lights off when it's Halloween.
Oh, you know what?
Yes.
As much as I want to be a little kid out and get into Halloween stuff, that is very solid advice, and I'm definitely going to lock that away in my mind, and when I have a place of my own, I'm going to turn those lights off, because you know what? Fiscally responsibly speaking, that means I get all the candy. I'm not spending money. Who am I to be buying stuff for all of the people of the neighborhood? It doesn't make any sense. Nixon wouldn't do that. Trickle down theory doesn't work. If I get the best candy, then I want the best candy. It's not gonna. I'm gonna give away, those old timey toffee things. That how do we even still get those? I've never seen them in a store, but somehow I still have them in my bag. I've only been to 3 houses.
You seem a lot older than you are.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's the trick.
Do you even live around here? The main reason I have my lights off is because there's no kids that live around here.
Well, I mean, I've been going house to house, and I just find that when you are dressed in a suit, and you're knocking on doors, people just turn their lights off anyway. Like as I get up, like I know that they were giving out candy, I'm sure, but they're just totally shutting me down. I live at the end of this street, but again, very few people give me the time of day, and that's why I think I should move in here with you, and you can teach me your ways, and we can.
That's never gonna happen because I hate children.
Me too. I don't like hanging around. I wish I had some more grown up friends. And my parents, they're just always talking about babies.
This is
hanging out with
weird. We
babies.
all have a lot of things in common.
Yeah.
Are you into murder shows?
I mean, yeah. I'm not supposed to watch those, but my mom watches them all the time, and she's like, I'm not going to give up my time just for you, you little Alex P. Keaton. And she really hits the P part where I'm just like, are you calling me urine mother? And she's just like, I would never do that. Now let me just watch my murder. And then, I just soak it all in to the point where it's like, yeah, now I think about it a lot. And she's like, could you imagine how did he not get away with that? And I'm just like, well, he could have easily gotten away with it, and I just clearly lay out just a better plan of how to execute these murders. People, they just don't think hard enough. I mean, just watch one of these shows and you get all of the answers you need to complete a murder that no one will be aware of. You're here with the lights off. It seems like nobody, you're not getting phone calls or texts while we're having this conversation. So realistically, this would be the perfect time for me to slip into your home, murder you, take it over, and as long as I keep up certain paperwork for a while,
wait a minute. What did you just say?
Excuse me, what? I'm just saying that I'm just good at plans. That's
it. I know what's happening now. Been watching murder shows this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get over here. Stab.
Ow! Oh!
I knew it. I knew it.
You were right. Well, you got me.
So glad that I watched those murder shows because I almost let you live here. I almost let you murder me.
Honestly, this is like based on all the things I've learned, to know that you really would have been my truest, best adult friend because you did the right thing. I deserved that. I was gonna kill you. You killed me first. But it's
stabbing is always the answer.
Definitely gonna take me a while to bleed out though. So, do you want can I hang out? Can we talk about fiscal stuff?
I still have that guacamole.
Yeah, I mean I could I eat that while I die?
I'm gonna call the cops, but they won't be here for a long time.
Oh wow, but you'll go to jail though.
Oh no, they're gonna probably shoot me.
Oh, so
I'm native.
You're okay. Well then. Yeah, you shouldn't do that then. Honestly, I'm just looking out for your safety. So often I just side with the murder guys in those murder shows, and I want them to, I want them to succeed. I like it when people succeed at things. So yeah, you know what? I'll just, drag myself into the bushes, and I'll let you enjoy your night.
Thanks.
Happy
Halloween.
Trick or treat, you win.
Don't forget your pillowcase.
Oh, God, that'll help sop up the blood. Thank you. Body slumping in the bushes. Ow! My spine! My frail little 9-year-old spine. Little Timmy went out trick-or-treating that night, and he didn't expect the tricks were going to be on him. I'm Keith Morrison. Join us tonight for the tale of the Tricky Treater.
I still have to like guard the house on Halloween night because they light fires now on both ends of the road.
It was always on both ends. It was just
Oh, was
sometimes,
it? Okay.
yeah. Well, not sometimes it was, yeah. There was usually a smaller one.
Sometimes it was mattresses and sometimes it was tires.
Yeah, but thankfully Ralph would go out with the tractor early in the morning and push the burnt out piles of whatever people had set on fire off the road, while he blamed native people, whether it was or not.
I don't know.
But I'm just like, well,
I feel like it's
there's an awful lot of rowdy white people on the street that clearly enjoy.
It is kind of ceremonial in that it's like every year without, it always happens.
Oh yeah, there's no remorse. Nobody's taking credit. You don't hear anybody.
Yeah.
But that's a very Halloween thing anyway. Like, again, 10 million stories of me being afraid of Halloween, which is the fact that it's Halloween, time for fireworks. Like, but I hate this.
All right. Oh my God. Can you help? Give me a hand here with this mattress. Come on.
What do you mean? What are you doing? Off the bed.
Set it on fire down the river road. Yeah.
No.
Forgot to get an old mattress this year. What are we gonna do?
Well, no,
we're just gonna take this one off the bed.
Yeah, no, we need that. We need that. If we must start a fire on the street for the purposes of Halloween, maybe just
we must.
A pile of pumpkins. There's garbage everywhere. There's so many just dry leaves.
Pumpkins are not gonna burn like a match.
It'll be very
that smell of the old sweat and like other bodily fluids burning.
I mean, we just there's downed trees. We just grab an old pine tree, pull it out.
Trees.
It'll
That's
burn
gonna
real
take
good.
a lot of gasoline.
I mean, if we're gonna use gas anyway, it doesn't matter what we use. I'm just saying. Or again, why didn't we prepare and find an old mattress? Somebody's always throwing one out. But seriously, pallets? There's no pallets around?
I just didn't think this year. I just wasn't prepared. It was COVID, and I didn't want to catch COVID off someone's old mattress.
But either way, I just don't think we need to do this every year. I think that it's
my father did it, your father did it, his father did it, his uncle did it, his other uncle, and his aunt.
Oh yeah.
Their grandfather.
And isn't that
their grandmother?
Isn't that enough though? Like
we've got to carry on this tradition.
But it's not.
Who's gonna wake up? You want kids waking up November 1st and being all like, let's go see the remnants of the fire, and no fire?
I mean,
driving home after Halloween at night and trying to get to their house and being like, ooh, I can just drive straight home. Look at me. Ooh, fancy.
But then they can't though. You can't drive straight home on a Halloween. You have to either get home early or you have to do some weird thing where you risk
because of the fires that we're gonna set.
So wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be a great gift to the whole street, to the whole neighborhood, to let people know maybe this year we can drive up and down the street without worrying about there being a bonfire in the street or on the bridge. Like it's just.
I feel like that's just gonna disappoint them because they're already gonna be hiding out in their house. Protecting their houses, because who knows where the fire's going to be. That's like the other fun part of it. Who knows which house it'll be in front of. Woo! How far can we drag this mattress down until, once we get drunk, and how far are we going to make it?
I mean,
and light it on fire.
That's the fun of it. When you break it
I don't
down,
know, you can have your own fun, whatever way you want.
It's just the more I think about it, though. Again, once we've gotten
we're going to get drunk.
We're getting drunk, awesome. Using mattresses for anything other than fire, though, like at the end of the day, it's a new mattress. Like that's $600. Like we spent a lot of money on a good mattress.
Is it that good?
Okay, let's jump ahead.
Oh, you're gonna burn really well.
It will probably burn amazingly. All that just fresh fiber, if I was super into fire, yes, it's the perfect thing.
It's not even, it didn't cost, it said $600, but I just got it from Easy Home. So I really only paid $25 on it. Let's burn that mother! $25 mattress!
$25 a week. $25 a week.
Burn it!
Do you not know?
Burn it,
No,
burn it. Once it's
no.
burned, I'm not gonna keep paying on it.
I
That's
mean, nobody
crazy.
does, but they send you to collections. You will have to pay for it. You.
Good luck. All right, D Birdie Day.
Oh God. I mean, so many stories of people doing this. I'm not even worried that you won't get away with it. I'm sure you will.
Not even believe how many of my pets have Columbia House memberships.
Wow, I can't believe you're still getting cassette tapes in the post. That makes no sense at all. But there you have it. Bunch of dead cats and dogs.
Help me with this mattress, anyways. Let's get this going. Let's get.
All right, I'm gonna help. I'll grab this end, you grab that end. We'll start dragging it out to the street. But while we do, all right, now that it's up on its end and away from the bed springs, when you take a look back at what's there, just the rails, right? When you're drunk at the end of the night. And you just want to flop down.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
On the rails?
No, getting drunk.
Yes, the getting of the drunk. Okay, you're already like you're stuck in that part. But after the drunk, while you're still drunk, and you're gonna wake up in the morning on some old metal rails, or on the floor. Where are you going to sleep?
I'm just gonna call Easy Ho again.
And just order another bed. Well, one, it won't get here tonight, so you're just gonna.
Tonight.
I mean,
They're fast.
No, it won't. Daryl Blake has liked the stream. No, the bed will not get here tonight because
it could though.
If you think though, what will be out on the street?
Don't underestimate Easy Ho.
Yeah, don't underestimate the giant fire we're going to create though. How are they? Don't
underestimate that either. Yeah.
So you think Easy Home is going to traverse a burning mattress to bring us a new mattress?
Shit, right.
Exactly. We're blocking the street. You're
Damn it.
You're taking away the sleep.
This is a conundrum.
It's really not. I mean, it's an easily surpassed conundrum.
I feel like maybe if we make the fire just past Easy Home, and then they'll be able to deliver the new bed.
Okay.
Once they're in here and it's delivered, we'll just set the other fire.
So you want to drag this mattress by hand and foot 37 kilometers?
Wow. I'm sure someone's going to pick us up if we, stick our thumbs out.
Okay. Have you ever picked anybody up who had 2 bags that were with them, let alone a whole mattress?
Everybody knows what time of year it is. Everybody's in that festive Halloween mattress burning season. They're going to pick us up. We might even have like a Halloween miracle.
I want to disagree, I really do, but as you paint that picture, I can easily see, yes, people are so enthralled with the setting of the fires, somebody will pick us up. We could almost definitely call somebody to help us.
We could call the cops. They never seem to put out the fires.
They definitely
I feel
don't.
Like they might be on our side.
I think you might be right, actually.
They do also have a big truck. Super fancy.
So if we're willing to go to this far to ask the cops for help and to get a lift from everybody, if we're going to set something on fire,
it's really like a community event. It's gone beyond just you, me, our families. Those other street.
So wouldn't it be more inclusive and community building if we did ask somebody, do they have a mattress or pallets or something else to burn? 2,
on Facebook.
Yes, we could start up a Facebook. We could have just our own local Halloween Burning Man, except maybe. I just want to pitch this one idea, and that idea is, what if we have it at like a bonfire area? I mean, right here, like there's this giant yard. Just wide open. There's an area.
I like how this is going. If it's not in the same main road area, I just feel like people are going to be disappointed yet again. Like going back to the first, November 1st, waking up. Woo! Where's that? Yeah. Where's that burn mark?
Like a Christmas morning thing. Where's the burned circles of mattress coils in the street that we can see for weeks and weeks, and
remember and laugh and.
Point, good times. Everyone high five
and eat and pray.
You know what? I wish I could change your mind. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way. But I think you're right. Tradition outweighs common sense every time.
Unless we had kids. Do you got any kids?
No, I don't have any kids. We're not burning
Shit.
children.
I don't have any kids either. Oh, I don't even think about that. I was just gonna get them to burn the mattress.
Oh.
You're a
Then
psycho. You're a fucking psycho.
No,
What the hell?
I'm just trying to
I
make
don't even
sure.
know what I'm hanging out with you. Look, I'm just gonna burn this fucking mattress by myself.
All right, cool.
And I think you need to like.
I'm gonna keep going.
You know, get some therapy, man. Take a chill pill.
Yeah, no, I have to get out of this town. Honestly, I'm just gonna go as far away from this town as I can, cause this is just a long list of craziness.
Want to burn children? That's horrible.
I said no, 'cause just in case, when you bring up an item and it seems to be on a list of things that you're going to burn, but that is definitely the other option in those things where it's like, I'm sure it was, the adults for so long. It's just like, Dad, are you going to go burn a mattress today? Like, I'm old and tired. I worked real hard. Like, well, can I burn a mattress?
You go burn that mattress.
All right, but you call Uncle Gary. You make sure he keeps an eye on you kids that you don't, do something crazy. Like I just don't understand. Yeah, whatever it was, the year it was like, rushing home as fast as I could because I'm like, gotta get home before the fires. And I think that one year it was like the fire was already there and gone. Like, or no, the mattress was there, but there was still enough room to get around it, but the fire was pretty much out. And yeah, fully I'm just being like, I'm just gonna drive around this and go home because it's so normal now. And I don't know what to think about this. And again, even just that, where, Ralph was just like, oh, another pile of garbage down there. Like, I already got rid of it with the tractor or whatever. Like, stuff like that. Now that I don't live in a big city. I live in a small town of Truro. It's got all the things that I need. I'm in the town part, whatever. I'm not on the outskirts or anything. I'm not in the woods. And it's just amazing how, not even rarely, how it never comes up that, anybody got a tractor? Could somebody come over here and do stuff with a tractor? Whereas there, it is literally just like thinking about the amount of just even posts and questions where, just Matt or whatever, like, hey, anybody got this kind of tractor? Somebody else, can they help me with this thing? Anybody got a crane? And it's just so often
Why
we're just
is
like,
so much need for tractors.
It's a very digging based place. And again, especially one of the things just being like, yep, somebody hit a deer, so I'm just going to take the tractor, I'm going to take that deer, I'm going to dump it in the river. Like, this whole sentence is insane. How many secret, I don't know, wives, secret girlfriends, enemies are just dumped in the river over there. I forgot to keep score. Who do you think won the Alex P. Keaton one? I think you won that because you killed me.
That's right.
I'll give you a point for that one. I couldn't escape that one, but I didn't get to move into your house. and then we drifted right into the mattress one. You won that one too, for frig's sakes.
I feel like you won that one with the killing of children or burning children.
You still went and you burned the mattresses. I was just saying, don't burn children, and then I fell apart. I'm not fighting anymore. You win this. I'm partially convinced that maybe you have been the mattress burning person, or the instigator that is like, oh hey, local children, little Darthmore or whatever that kid's name is, whose name I always say wrong anyway. Dorian Gray the third, get over here. You clearly have some rapscallion friends.
He's like huge. I think he's graduating.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's 35 now. Uh-oh. Can you still hear me? Oh, there you are.
Oh, I'm back.
I was just like, how hard do I have to look at the screen to make this work again? Because I don't know what to press other than
my internet. Yeah, it's on my internet connection. Kind of crapped out. I got Starlink, and it's like crazy fast. Oh, I got a little story. Anyways, it's fucking crazy fast. I had it was 7 Mbps or whatever the fuck it is. when I had ExploreNet, and now it's fucking 86. 86. But anyway, sometimes a crap soup.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
For a couple seconds.
Satellites are still only so powerful because we need more satellites in the sky. And now, thanks to you, all of those rich people have $120 extra in their pocket.
I'm gonna be one of those rich people. I don't give a shit.
I mean,
can't beat them, join them.
Not if you keep giving them your money.
Yeah,
did you create an internet?
I have to give them my money so that I can make more money because I couldn't upload anything to the internet.
It's true. I keep thinking about upgrading my internet now, but it's always the download speed that goes up and not the upload speed. Where I'm like, the download speed's fine. It's the uploading. I need to be the uploading.
It's the upload. We need the uploads.
Just focusing too much on the downloads. Mr. Vandelay, how?
Do need to watch movies though too.
And yeah, movies always work fine. That's never a thing. But yeah, it's stuff like this where I'm both trying to send you video, I'm trying to send a Twitch video, and receive your video. So like it looks fine, looks perfectly fine to me on my screen. I have zero idea how jittery it is and offset. I did change some settings. When things get pixelated, people turn into robots. Oh my god. Click on this. And oh yeah, what is your?
Can I tell my story?
Yes.
I got the Starlink, and then I had it for a long time before I hooked it up because you got to set it up yourself. And yeah, that's kind of fucking lame.
Like set up a satellite
dish. Yeah. So then they're like, oh, it comes with everything, and it's just like, and it's just like IKEA where it just has pictures. So it's like satellite dish, and then a cord, and then a square, and then another cord, and then that goes to the fucking internet. I don't know what the fuck. Anyways, they're like, oh, super easy. Set it up in like 15 minutes. Not like, it took me at least 3 times of going about it, and I'm like, can I hang it on here? Where can I put it? And then there's this thing where you have to like check if you can get the satellite, and then it's like, no, you can't. I'm like, what the fuck? How come I can't? And it was saying, oh, you had to put it like on the top of your roof and all this shit.
Yeah,
anyways,
like you can't have trees in the way and all that stuff, and you just live in the forest.
Yeah,
which is
but
still
it's fine.
Odd that I
just put it on the gazebo anyways, and it's fine.
Point it up to space.
So finally, I get to call ExploreNet and just cancel it. So all I want to do is call. If I could do this online and just cancel this shit, man, like I would. So no, I have to call. So first off, they're like, oh, the wait time is like 25 minutes. So I'm like, for fuck's sakes, but whatever. I need to get rid of this. I've already doubled my payments on internet for a couple months now for not setting this shit up. So it's finally set up, and so then they're like, oh, we'll call you back. And then anyways, I did that at times, and I kept missing their call when they called back. So finally I was like, I'm just fucking staying on the line. So I get on, finally connect with someone, and I can tell it's this like super old man who's like, he's got to be like, I don't know, like he's still working or whatever. So I'm figuring but it sounds like he's in his 70s.
Hello,
and
who's
he's just
there?
like typing. I just can hear like all the.
I'm just gonna write this down on a piece of paper first, and then I'll type it in later because I'm not too quick at it. How many internets do you need?
Oh my god! I'm just like, okay, I just want to cancel this. He's like, and like just the constant. Okay, okay, let me get in here. And then just like click, and then just like, okay. So you need it. You're gonna cancel. Yeah, you're gonna cancel that. Okay, you want to cancel. Okay, let me just see here. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So as you can see, I'm just having a hard time. Like, it's hard for me to type and think and talk at the same time. And I'm like, oh fuck, yeah. Just do whatever you gotta fucking do. I don't care. You can put me on hold. Anyways, he kept breathing. I could kind of get that he's just
he kept breathing. I was out in the world and all these assholes are breathing, and I'm just like, can I just go to the store without people breathing? Ah. Where's my Netflix special? Everyone's breathing and I don't approve. Really. Cancel me over that, you breathers. Did she say breeders? No. She said breathers. So everybody? Yeah, everybody.
I said nothing. I think I said the whole time in this conversation, I said, yeah, I want to cancel it. And then he's like, oh, okay. So then he went on and did a bunch of stuff, read like things that he just should be reading to himself. He was reading them out loud to me. And then he's like, okay. He's like, so I got to ask you these questions. He's like, but like, you know, I get it. You don't want this. You don't want it. It's fine. I was like, holy fuck. And then he's like, but I just got to ask him, you know, because, you know, someday they're probably going to be like listening into these phone calls. Who knows?
Oh, bad news, old man. They are. They are, and you are getting fired. I'm sorry. I appreciate this candor. This is how I would like to be all the time. But you're getting fired today, and I'm sorry. I'm super sorry to be the one to help you get fired. But yeah, they're listening. They're checking for quality control. I think you said that in your own voice. That wasn't even recording. That was you that said that they're not checking up on me. It doesn't matter. I pay them. And sorry, guy. Sorry.
Yeah, you had asked me like, are you sure, or like that you want to? Like that was one of the questions. I'm like, yes. And then he's like, so is there anything that we could do to change your mind or whatever? I'm like, no. And he's like, okay. And then he's like, okay. But in between each of these questions was at least fucking 3 minutes of nose breathing into the phone.
Well, I'm sure he's got to go through like 3 paragraphs of like, there's all the sales pitches they're supposed to give after those questions because they're not supposed to take no for an answer. Like,
so he's got to say like, no.
As you say no, like, have you thought about, like, a dude came to my door and was literally like, hey, well, can I ask you, how much are you paying for internet now? And it was just like, no. That's not any of your business. It was like, I have cheap internet and it makes me feel like a rich person because I pay very little and I already know that I hate your internet as a company. Like, I would like to get faster internet, but I'm going to wait for my cheaper internet to have the fiber opera or whatever because you're the worst company in the world and you just keep asking questions. And again, it's just like, this is why Tara's story of women taking over the world needs to happen because so many people, like when a woman does this to me, you know, and tries to sell me something, I'm like, no, I'm all good, thanks. I get these calls all the time. I appreciate it. I understand it's your time, but no, I mean, I have exactly this system that I want right now, and I work for a company that makes this stuff. So don't even try it. And the women are always like, oh, yes, no problem, sir. Like, please have a good day. You have a good day. Oh, thanks. Nobody ever says that. I appreciate that we are both nice people. And away you go. And when a man does it, and especially the younger they are, where they've been taught, like, you know, that, like, the Ben Affleck speech from some movie I've never seen where he's, like, freaking out on everybody, how it's like, you gotta be, an intern. You're all gonna have yachts by the end of the week or whatever. And then basically a rehash of the Alec Baldwin thing. Where he calls his daughter a little pig on the phone. Anyway, they won't take no for an answer for any reason. Yeah, dude was like at my door and I'm like, it's COVID time. I had to put a mask on to open my door, which, no thanks. He's standing like a few feet away, which is like, this is also uncomfortable. And I already just heard you knock on the doors of every other apartment in this building, so I'm already irritated with the noise. All right, that's my breathing, is people making noise. Hey, quit knocking on doors. Text ahead of time so that the door will be open when you get there. That's the future we live in, and it's magical. Yeah, it's just like, well, can I ask you, well, what about streaming? Like, do you stream? And I was like, oh yeah, I stream all different things. I stream. I do my own stream. I'm amazing. And he's like, oh, well, if you stream, though, then you'll notice you're going to want to have a higher bit rate and you're going to want to have a whatever. Like, yeah, I'd love to have the highest, greatest bit rate, but I don't want to give you any more of my money, and I would like you to go away. If and when I do want something, it's not going to be handled by a dude at my doorway. But it still was like, nope. And I'm just like, again, and just the way I do the no buts in our improvs when I'm just like, I don't want to go down this road. I was just like, yep, no, I understand. Like, but I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And sometimes I do get to the point where I'm like, I'm legitimately just going to start crying if we don't end this because this will make me feel bad. And sometimes that works. And I'm like, being reasonable doesn't work, so I'm going to have to make you feel uncomfortable because that's all I got left. That's other than, Tara's mode, which is I don't want that's my sandwich, get your own, stab. Like, no, I'm not going to fight people who are trying to sell me something. But the amount of times they've just asked again, like, how much are you paying? What doesn't matter. Well, I could save you money. Like, I already know how much you charge. You send me ads in the mailbox 7 times a week, so I already know how much you're charging. So I'm already paying less. And if I do want faster internet, I will go with any other company. Because I can't remember the name of that company that I hate. Bell, you suck. Get better at, again, all they have to do is
you
have,
mean the conglomerate that has all the internet?
Yeah, like they own everything. Like my internet still technically goes through their stuff anyway, so I'm just like, I'm paying for a cheaper company that has their servers or whatever, and for the most part it works great. But yeah, just the fact that I'm just like, stop calling me and asking me questions about what I spend my money on. How often do you find you're watching streaming movies? Well, it's the only thing now. What, do you think I'm one of these crazies that are like digging through my DVD collection and putting them in something? I don't have anything with a DVD hole in it. Who has a DVD hole in it? DVDs don't exist anymore. They're called Blu-rays, old man. Ugh.
I have a whole bunch of DVDs. What am I going to do with them?
I mean, they still work. You still have a DVD hole in something somewhere around there. I mean, the Wii? You still have a Wii. That plays DVDs, I believe.
That plays DVDs?
I think so. Yeah, and Blu-rays, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I don't know. Whenever I think, hey, but in my head it's always like, if the power goes out, I'll just watch that Rick and Morty DVD that I have of season 4 or whatever it is, season 2 maybe. But by power, I'm just like, oh no, wait. I mean, if the internet goes out, then yeah, I'll just hook the Wii U.
DVD there of Bon Cop, Bad Cop.
Did you watch the second one? They made a sequel, didn't they?
They did?
Yeah.
How?
Bonner Cop, Badder Cop.
That's hilarious.
I'm almost positive they made a sequel, or they were making one like when the pandemic started.
Is it the same actor?
Yeah, same guys.
Yeah. Then that's awesome.
I remember seeing something about it. I'm like, oh my god, because it was a great movie. I only remember it as being amazing. I'm sure I'd be bored to tears by it now, but it was yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of French swearing in there. It's great.
So yeah, it was a fantastic slice of America versus Canada, but also working together. Good times were had by all.
Ding dong.
Hello.
Hello, dear. How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay.
You're looking very sharp.
Thanks. What can I help you with anything?
Hooded sweatshirt
and
your dinosaur-themed T-shirt.
Yep,
there.
That's what I'm wearing. Is there anything I can help you
with?
with?
Done in a very fashionable. You look very fashionable with your fashionable glasses. I've never seen anyone with red spectacles.
Yeah, no,
before.
ordered them super cheap from the internet. Is this a survey?
I'm glad you brought that up because that's exactly why I'm here.
Okay, perfect.
Today, I'm new, so just today is my first day.
It's always everyone's first day.
I just got a job.
Yeah, that's great.
Henry had been working most of the time, but then he didn't work anymore, and I got bored at home.
You got to
occupy
yourself.
I'm gonna get a job. I need to get a job, and I heard something great about this interwebs, and I heard it's really cool, and all the little kids like you love it.
Okay, the little kids like me.
I have something special for you. It's in my bag here. Just a second, and I'm going to get it out.
Okay, you don't have to. I'm gonna
at least one pamphlet. I have to get rid of these pamphlets. I've got about 100 of them in this bag, and you're the third person that I've come to. I've been following around this little kid with a briefcase Dressed up as
going out and doing door-to-door sales during Halloween it's not the best idea. But yeah,
isn't the best idea because I honestly have a bit of arthritis in my old.
It's a cold night. It's not going to make it better. So I mean, if you want, I can just take that pamphlet and you can just be on your way.
Yes, but before I give you the pamphlet, we're supposed to say some magical words here first. Let me just remember if I can remember. Your internet is very slow.
It's not. It's normal.
You like to do the streaming, probably in the streams, going down the streams.
Yeah, most things are streamed now.
I suppose if you're into that, or the games, you like the board games.
Closer,
I guess.
I don't play either.
Then this is the internet for you. Do you like to go on to www.internets.com?
I mean, I do. My
this
job
is for you.
I'm
going to be so fast.
Yeah.
You're going to be like, whoa, that image just came on the screen very quickly.
That's what we are all looking for. And I mean, I already have.
And I know sometimes, I'm not just a prude. I know what goes on the internets, and you might want to look at your gentleman's videos or whatnot. And let me tell you, you'll be able to watch it at high speeds.
I mean,
but don't go fast.
Okay, I think we're getting a little outside of what it definitely doesn't say that in your pitch package.
Yes.
If
all right, so now I'm saying my thing. Would you like to buy the internet?
No. I mean, I feel really bad. You're trying. You're doing a great job, though. You're
it
really.
Seems like it would be something right up your alley.
That's the thing it's already up my alley. I already have a good speed internet.
Well, maybe I could put you down for 3.
That's
2.
That's not how that works either.
We're supposed to start high and go low, but I'm just going to start with 1 internet for you because I think that's all you need.
It's really not how that works. I mean, I don't want to be. I hate being the kind of person that tells somebody how to do their job. But
but can you take at least 6 of these pamphlets?
I'll take as many pamphlets as you want. That's fine.
That's
I'll make some art with it or something. I'll do some.
Do you have any friends that like the internet?
Oh, I don't have any friends. No, I'm sorry.
Gentlemen's videos.
I mean, everybody watches gentlemen's videos. That's not something you have to sell anybody on. But it again, it's just. You should really be coming out here with somebody who knows a bit more. Somebody's gonna take advantage of you, I think.
Well, I was with my grandson, and he was the one that was dressed up as someone called Michelle P. Keaton, someone very fancy because he was wearing a tie.
Yeah, ties are fancy. Sometimes they're just worn by terrible businessmen.
He's up ahead of me going so that just in case I fall or something, I can holler out.
Yeah. No,
Grandson!
I wouldn't...
Ken! His name's Ken.
Yeah, his name's always Ken. I would say you're going to want to probably call his mom to come check on both of you as well.
Oh, his mother's dead.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
She was stabbed to death. Also... coincidentally on Halloween.
Okay, I was gonna say this
very day
is not safe. It's just not a safe street for either of you. But I'm suddenly putting things together and thinking that that your grandson might be the thing. He might be the apex of He
might be, but also I'm just gonna stab you now because.
Oh no.
That's really why we were here.
For the love of
to
fun.
Murder.
Honestly, before
family.
You go, give me some of those pamphlets. I appreciate that you actually did have these printed off.
I hate this job. It sucks.
And I'm just going to use those to
Nobody likes the internet.
sop up the blood.
Nobody likes to telephone people anymore or watch their gentlemen's videos. It's horrible.
So you really do have the job, though? This wasn't just a ruse to stab people?
Oh, no, I got the job.
Yes, oh, wow.
I just decided to start stabbing people.
I was about to thank you.
Suck.
That's just like, I appreciate you put the effort into, putting together a whole
Well, I
story
try.
before you killed me, rather than being a terrible internet salesperson. But yeah, I'm honestly
Honestly, if you would have bought some internet, I would have probably not stabbed you. But
really good to
having
know.
said that, I probably would have stabbed you.
Hindsight 2020, but sometimes even with good sight, you still get blood on your glasses when somebody stabs you.
True. Oh,
But yeah, I guess I don't know. I'm kind of this, with all this internet stuff. Trying to figure out the bit rates and this and that, the megabits,
you
paying
should
for
just
more.
stay off of that internet. It sounds like just horrible people on there. A lot of nudity and
Honestly,
people judging
the only
others.
wholesome thing left on the
A
internet
lot
is
of
the nudity.
skirts above the knee, that sort of thing.
Yeah, like,
You know what I'm saying.
I do know what you're saying. It's the people and the things and their words are actually just have become so much worse than the nudity, and that's the only good thing.
Don't get me started on the words because I don't even understand half of the things they're talking about. Ticks and talks. I looked on there, but there wasn't not a clock at all.
I mean, I again, I don't disagree.
Time was digital. It was
Yeah.
digital.
You notice, like, I haven't. My
That doesn't
phone is
tick or
right
talk.
here.
That doesn't tick or talk.
I haven't called 911. Like, I'm thanking you. If anything, you know what?
Wow.
Before you go, let's run my information through there. I do want it, all my money. I want you to take it. I want you to have this sale.
Oh, that's very
I want you to have the
sweet of
money
you.
and the time to be able to kill everybody else on the street. Because if I'm going down, I'd like to take everyone with me, but it's too late for me. It's too late. I don't have it in me to murder everybody. But you do, and yeah,
I've got a lot of time on my hands.
that's great. So I'm just gonna give you my
And I
bag.
really need to get out of the house because Henry's retired. So that's.
Oh, he's still alive.
Oh, yes, he's still alive. He just stopped working.
Wow.
And that's why I had to go and work.
At a certain point, I just assumed
He was
that.
home a lot.
Yeah,
a
that
lot,
you
if you know
stabbed
what
him.
I mean.
Yeah, gentleman's video.
I haven't stabbed him yet. That's why I'm going about
Yet.
stabbing other people because.
You got to get it out of your system, Dexter style. Murder the
Yes,
bad people. But I'm not a
yes.
bad person. I was trying my best to be helpful and good here.
That was a bit lacking then, I guess, if that you call that your best.
Oh, well, I mean, I was,
Um,
I wasn't being mean. I normally just kind of shut people down and just am like, get out of here, which I clearly should have done, hindsight. And I wouldn't have been stabbed. But, I've been murdered. But, again, I appreciate your honesty.
Yes, and you're taking a long time to die.
That's the thing
as
about
well.
stabbing. It often the movies they're like, and the person just falls down dead.
And that
No,
is true.
you sit there, you're bleeding out internally, externally. It takes a long, long time. The fact that I'm not just screaming and I can still, make words is kind of amazing.
It's
but
weird.
it
It's
is.
weird because the last two people that I stabbed, they were
Oh, I'm not even the
much
first
quicker
stabbing
than you.
tonight.
no.
I was feeling
that's
special.
right.
I'm just gonna lay down on the floor then now, and I'm just gonna moan in
Okay.
pain. If you
That
want
sounds
to,
good.
just leave the door open enough so that somebody will find my body and tell the appropriate clean it up.
We'll see.
All right, up to you, I guess. Dealer's choice. Dealer's choice. Ah, she locked the door. I'm in too much pain to unlock it. Oh, this place is gonna get smelly. Corpse smelly.
Gross.
So gross. I feel like I definitely was like, all right, I've got to find at least a news thing so we could still have the news thing. And I forgot what the news was. And that's another point for you. You were destroying me in this episode. Gentlemen's videos, I cannot compete with.
I'm gonna be the best old person ever.
Oh, your definition
So much
of the
fun.
best is somebody else's the worst. So just like, again, that show me and Brendan were coming up with 1,000 years ago where just one night at the studio, and it's like, I think it was before you started, when it was like, this is my first night shift, and we're just kind of like, so what do I do? I'm just supervising, but nobody's done anything yet to supervise, so I'm just going to sit here and occasionally walk around going, what are you doing? Do that better, like Homer Simpson with the hat. And I mean, that only lasted like 3 or 4 nights. So it was like, oh my god, I have so much to do now. But there was like just a night where Brendan was like, oh, I'll just hang around here for a bit before I head back, because he lived way out of town. And also, want to keep an eye on you. You're just an idiot kid in charge of 30 people till midnight or till 2 in the morning, and that's weird. Like, it sure is. This makes no sense.
That's weird.
And I don't know how it happened, but he said something about, like, you know, maybe his dog or neighbor's dog or blah, blah, blah. Dog going to hell, or maybe he didn't like cats. He's like, oh, I wish cats would, you know, this cat would just go to hell. And for some reason, just like, I was like, but is cat hell dog heaven? And vice versa, like, because if dogs enjoy chasing around cat, and like, again, this is a long time ago. I didn't know that cats and dogs get along. But you know, back in the late '90s, when we all it was a firm divide between the two. But then we just came up with this whole weird heaven system, where it was like some heavens were other things hells, and vice versa. And then if you were good enough in that one, you could maybe
That's
move over.
That's the only way they could work, because that's a lot to micromanage.
Well, especially if everything is built on the punishment for certain things. Like, the only real way that it works is the reincarnation way, where it's like the only way to get your just desserts is if you were a jerk in this way, now you have to be that thing that you're a jerk to learn your lesson or whatever. And we just keep continually playing the parts of the people or things that we've wronged. Or we're like, you know, I'm going to assume, like, say, a Nicholson is just like, oh, that's a person who just kept getting better and better in all of his lives. And now he's just like, hey, who can I help? Who can I help? Like, what do you need? Oh, a weird, want me to invent a chair for you because you're sitting in water all day? Like, this is a story that he told me where I'm like, what even is your job, Nicholson? Because it's like he was, you know, not even studio, he was a producer. Like, it's just like, you're a TV producer. What do you know, you're building shelves and doing stuff all the time. Taking, you know, making calls, basically. Yeah, mostly it is to exist and be the person. And it's just like, oh, James is there? Yeah, well then, it's all taken care of then. Like, he was the James on the other show. But yeah, he used to work on Thomas the Tugboat? No, Theodore Tugboat. Oh. Thomas the Tank Engine. So in Theodore Tugboat, he was like, he's working on so many crazy shows. Where I'm just like, what do you mean? Like, what? He was like, yeah, I was just in the street. Okay, yeah, we had to buy like $1,000 worth of cheese. We used, you know, $15 worth, so we just had $1,000 worth of cheese to give to all of the crew of like the most expensive, fanciest cheese just for backdrop. Like, TV doesn't make any sense. But yeah,
is that when we got the free cheese?
That was years before our studio even existed.
Okay.
some cooking show.
So then they just gave us the free cheese as the trickle down cheese.
Oh yeah,
from another party.
Yeah, exactly. If we ever did get free cheese, it was because they bought a bunch of cheese for fancy people upstairs. Fancy people don't show up because we're in a grimy animation studio, and then it's like, here you go, poor people. If you're aware we're the poor people, then should you pay us more? Here's some cheese. Yeah, but that last thing I said, and some booze. All right, I guess I'll forget about this tomorrow. You sure will. And here's your $50 bonus, and that will put you in another tax bracket where you've actually just made $5 less than you normally do. Welcome to adulthood. Alex P. Keaton wasn't a good person. Michael J. Fox, the greatest. Alex P. Keaton, the devil. But yeah, he was just saying how he was like, I sat there and it's like, and day after day, basically this one guy would have to just kind of stand in the pool of water that they have the boats in, waiting for the next shot to be set up. So he just had to just stand there and, like, I don't know what it was, like just hold the boats in place or just fiddle with something.
Oh my God.
And he's like, and I watched him day after day after day. And I was like, that's got to be awful just sitting there in that like ankle deep water. So he's like, you know what I'm gonna do? There's like a shop over here where they build all the props and the boats and everything. So I went over and I was like, hey guys, like, do you have any like 3/4 this and some 4-inch that? They're like, what are you doing, producer guy? Like, I'm just gonna throw something together real quick. And he's like, yeah. So then I built this special little stool that would fit in the water, but like wouldn't show up on camera, or I don't even know. I think it was just a stool for this guy.
Crazy.
I'm like that's insane. You didn't have one already for this person? Like, yeah, we were just gonna spend 6 months with this guy standing in ankle deep water, feeling uncomfortable. So maybe he put a thing where he could take his feet out of the water or something. But either way, I'm just like, like, my ideal situation is just having time to make dumb things. Not out of wood, but just little animations and stuff. But my job is already to make a bunch of dumb animations for people. And I spend so much of the day just thinking, like, oh, I wish I had time to work on the intro for our podcast. But I totally did an intro for somebody else's stream, like, right before work ended. And then I'm like, well, now I just put so much effort into that. I don't want to then do that exact same project for myself between 5:30 and 7 and rush. So that's why I just threw that together. I'm like, oh, I'll just have this scale up and then done. Like, I already made the music before, or I want to say swiped together. That doesn't work. Smashed together just some different audio from some stock music that I bought. It's basically the same music as the trailer for your film that is now in the Silverwave and all the things. Because I realized it's all these folders. I'm like, these are all basically the same thing. It's like one is everything combined and one is just separate pieces. So I'm like combining them. Like, it still just Voltron's back to the Voltron robot. It's always the same robot in the end. It just has all the parts because I'm not musical. But yeah, it's just like he had that job where it's just like, yeah, I get paid a bunch of money to just hang around like a TV set and use the stuff if I want to. And if I don't want to, don't have to. I could just be a bigwig. But he was the guy that was just like, yeah, I like to make wood stuff, so everyone gets a shelf. Like, okay.
Nice.
Where's
my shelf, James?
Yeah, you had your shelf.
I had a shelf? Oh, yeah, shelf in the
just that
studio.
I'll call it a pegboard, corkboard. With that little shelf that sits on the top, where Joel kept his Alphagetti for 4 years or whatever was on there. The can of unopened soup.
It was nice not to have to look at another person.
They made a huge difference. After having my own office, even though I had to share it with like at least one person at a time, sometimes two, going from that to working from home to back to a studio that was just, here's a big open room. And there's nothing like right next to me is the next person, and to my left is the next person. Like, this is like grade school cafeteria style. Like, this should be illegal. Like, I hope this job gets so hard and I get so frustrated I have to leave, because I don't want to be a supervisor. I don't want to move up to the level to get an office. And I don't want to be out in this cattle room. This is insane. And that's the way so many things are moving towards now, where I'm just like, nope. From now on, if you want me to go somewhere to do a job, no deal. No deal. Even at, hey, do you want a free trip?
I'm switching. MoxyFox Studio is going to be just going from working Mondays to Thursdays. Fridays can fuck off.
And that's awesome. Like when I was, when I did have projects that were just mine / whatever, investing in myself, and I'm like, I'm gonna do commission art and whatever. Yeah, it was very much like, and just doing YouTube videos. Usually it was like either Monday or Friday. I'd just be like, no, I already did like 2 weeks worth of work in the last 4 days. Nobody's actually watching me. I'm not keeping a clock like in a studio type of thing. Why would I do this? And I was going to say, I was like, but MoxyFox Studios is you. So, you can still just decide anyway. But you do have people hired to make your shows and
You.
No.
Mainly, I just mean don't contact me on Friday.
That's a pretty good motto, I think. I feel like I've been trying to get better at just not answering people's messages. Or at least just like waiting till like, all right, this is innocuous nonsense. I'll look at this at the end of the day because it's nonsense. It's just a waste of time, and who cares? I am psychotic enough that it is. Like, I've worked really hard to have a life where it is like, I just want to sit here and make dumb things for people. And ideally, I wouldn't have to deal with, how much did this cost? Like, I don't care. As long as I have enough to live. Like, don't make me deal with that. And my job is about giving free art away to people for the most part. Like, I get paid to do it. And those people are already, rich mostly, so they don't need anything. And then it's just like, hey, let's just synergize. And then even lately, doing free stuff for people who aren't rich and famous, like just starting out people who literally have like 4 followers. And that makes me feel the greatest.
That's cool. How come they're getting free stuff?
We just have like giveaways every once in a while, cool. Where it's, and some people they do pay for like advanced tiers or whatever, so that even if they are like, I have 4 followers, but I paid for this service that allows me to say I want this overlay, I want some alert animations, and I get that message. And then usually either me or somebody else on the team does it, but the team is mostly just me and Clyde. And that stuff doesn't really go out to the rest of the team. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do. I have a bunch of things. I'm going to get to it. I already have a bunch of t-shirt ideas somewhere.
Oh, yeah, that was the other thing. This weekend.
What is the team? I think was one of them.
What is the team? Because, yeah, the last night it was like, what is this note here? But it was just like, that's comfort zone. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's the shirt. It was like, I forgot this is also a t-shirt war. Just so many things to work on all the time. So, yeah, I really want to, like, specifically have a screen that comes up that is just like, my website versus your website. Vote with your t-shirt buying dollars. But yeah, making stuff takes time.
I'm going to make one that just says, Jiu-Jitsu stab.
Ooh, jujitsu stab. There's like so many jujitsu people like, that is not the fundamentals of yeah, I know. I took it. I've got a green belt.
It kind of is though. That's what people don't get. So they're always like saying or a lot of people are like, anybody that's doing punches or whatever is gonna like kick someone's ass for jujitsu, which fair enough. But the whole reason that you're wearing a gi a certain way is so you can put your gun into your jacket. Like that's part of getting dressed. You put your jacket that way so that your gun is in there. So it's like, this is a gentle way of taking down someone, not
or it's just
because you already have a gun and a fucking sword.
And then then you execute them once you're done.
So anyways, stabby.
Yeah, I was gonna say I tried to flip through the news real quick there to see, like, because we're always like, I try to have something about the news. And I did. I was like, oh, that'll be good. And then I did all this stuff to set up and completely forgot. And then it wasn't on the screen anymore. But maybe it is. Damn it. No.
That's okay. We did 3.
Yeah.
They got what they fucking came for.
Yeah, it's been over an hour.
It's been 1 hour.
Since we started the show. 1 hour since we improvised deaths, so yeah,
next time I could do a little ukulele.
Yeah. As long as that's the only problem is like the singing along just doesn't work with the delay or whatever. But yeah, as long as you just do an opening song, maybe I'll learn. All I know is all I can remember now is Baby Shark on my keyboard. It's just like 3 keys. But even most of the songs that I do know on my keyboard are mostly just nursery rhyme songs that are just super easy. And I was playing, there was this Adele song. I don't know what it is, but I just saw, like, follow this Instagram person that'll occasionally just be like, here's how to play this song. And they just have it all kind of numbered out, and usually the simplest version. And one was this Adele song, but it's just 3 keys where it's just like, dun, 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 dun. And I'm like, that can't be the whole song. And I was like, now I have to go find the song and listen to it. I'm like, yeah, I guess that is the whole song, but the rest of it is like her voice does all the work or whatever. But I'm just like, oh yeah, a lot of songs are ridiculously simple. Whereas, usually ones that sound simple and you're watching them like, there's nothing to this song. Like Under Pressure or whatever, it's just the dun 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 on the other hand. But then when you watch it go through the how to play this thing, it's just like, you are doing so many things. Like, in my head, I thought, like, I could just lay this out in GarageBand, play through this, and then lay on some other stuff and just make a song out of this. I'm like, nope, this is too complicated. I'm not, what's that thing? not melodic. I'm not. I don't have good enough music timing or whatever. I'm not.
Rhythmic?
Yeah, I don't have the rhythm. Where it's just like I get all mathematical about it, and it just sounds robotic or whatever. I'm like, I don't understand how musicians do this. But I know the real reason. Same as people are like, how do you learn to draw like that? Practice. Like, but I can't possibly get better at playing this keyboard because I just pick it up for 5 minutes every once in a while and just go da 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 da. That felt good, and back to whatever else I was doing. $150 well spent. Anyway, as we mentioned before, this is a war. Go to MoxyFox.ca. There's merchandise there designed by Tara that you can purchase and put on your person. Some of it might be on some accessories, not just clothing. I'm not sure. Do you have like mouse pads and whatnot or whatever else they have there, books or stuff?
Not yet.
I think
I just got some artwork on there right now. And
oh yeah, and you
rash guards.
Yeah, you got prints and original art that you can buy from yours. And I don't think I have much other than a mug or two as far as merch. Most of it is just like t-shirts and sweaters.
I will have more t-shirts though. I'm gonna do up some stuff.
Oh yeah, every few weeks we'll try our best to make the things that we say in the show, and then fight about it next week, and that's the way it will go. You can follow all of my stuff is at MrCurtoons on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, and whatever. And Tara is Tara _ the MoxyFox on Instagram and Twitter. And follow those things if you want to know when the stream will happen. Who knows how often this thing will come up. One day we will decide this is the end of the season, and that will be the championship episode. We will find out who is the greatest and who is pure garbage, and we will treat each other thusly. And then, yeah.
I am not a crook.
That was the worst.
Next week, join us for impersonations.
All right. Try to remember that. Next week will be all impersonations. We'll do some Star Trek improv, and
that old lady voice is basically my only.
Yeah, the old voices are pretty good. But whenever we do try to do impression stuff, it's always like I can only do certain words half the time anyway. Because like even that David Bowie voice, like if I don't really, it's not the best, but I'm like, if I don't really think about it, half the time I'm like, I can't say that word in this voice. I have to stop and think of another word now because it just didn't come out like, whatever, just like, that's quite wonderful. Like, oh, that one worked. But half the time it's just like, whatever, the vowel punches just don't work. And I'm like, oh, well, I can't just do this voice. I'm not good at voices. I have to retake every line 60 times to do animations. Oh, man. Anyway.
I don't have to be good at voices.
We'll talk to everybody again next week.
Just have to say voice.
Big Glenny just joined.
Stabby.
And,
what?
I said, Big Glenny just joined. He says, "Hey guys," with a purple heart, and
hey!
Mr. Curtoons, are you half Irish? And I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I'm not. I'm just maritime-y. So that's whatever this accent is. It's not what my family sounds like.
Because you're covering up your Cape Breton accent.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to talk like the TV. That's all I did. I grew up on TV, and I'm like, well, I want to sound like these people.
And you're part leprechaun.
But I am a magical being who lives at the end of a rainbow, and yeah, I've got a pile of gold that if you can hold me down and guess my secret name, then you can have my gold. I'm mixing up a bunch of things there. But yeah, I've got all kinds of twangs. But yeah, hopefully show up next week 1 hour earlier, Big Letty, and we'll have a great time. Cause,
oh, wait, I can't next week.
The week after that. Or whatever, that's what I say. Follow us on our Instagram, and Twitters, and we'll always make sure to say when we're going to do the stream that day at least. Yeah, I'll always give at least 2 hours notice, if not 5. But yeah, I'm always here Tuesdays at 8:30 Atlantic time, and sometimes I take over the Streamlabs channel.
I'm never anywhere, especially on Fridays.
Don't try to find Tara. We were over this last week. She's giving away free cameos from her Instagram. She will never check the messages. She doesn't know where the messages are.
Free cameos.
So yeah,
right.
Don't contact her. But yes, she is trying. She just learned what cameo was, and she's trying to take it down. Oh man. Anyway, good to talk at everyone. Laser Sharks, Miles, whoever's floating around out there.
I should just do free cameos just to just out there.
Just blind texting people.
Well, I'll just post them up and I'll be like, you just show that to whoever you need to.
Happy birthday, you. I heard you're a big fan of me and the things that I do, and that you're a year older than you were last year. Getting a little more, well, I don't have to say it. You know.
Very
have
generic.
a great day. We're both fans of that same old thing. Anyway, keep reaching for the stars.
Yes.
When is the next logo's design? I don't know. Oh, for Streamlabs? I don't know. They come and they go. But yeah, that's always going to be on Fridays. Anyway, but yeah, follow Streamlabs for that, and they'll announce the giveaways. But yeah, anyway, thanks to everybody, and talk to you next time. And I'm going to stop saying that. I'm going to hit the end screen, and it says the end on the screen.
Stab.
And don't stab anybody. Don't stab anybody. Be good to everybody. And just because it's Halloween, it doesn't mean you